To your last point about, these companies who've made these commitments to be carbon neutral by 2030, they don't know how they're going to do it yet. That's only 5 years away.
Hmm.
Like what are your thoughts about just the structure of the market and the relationship between really trying to put this stuff into dollars and cents and decimals on paper versus the nature-based solutions, which are always more holistic and integrative in nature. No pun intended.
Yeah, I think it's a really well thought question in terms of like, is the market going to drive us to the right place? Like, is it an efficient market? I think the answer is no. Capitalism is not driven to do the best thing for the environment because we're not pricing in all the externalities. I do think if we had a price on carbon, it would help immensely because I think capitalism would help drive a lot of good things. Now, there'd be unintended consequences that I can't predict, but um, and I'm a strong believer of efficient capitalistic markets. But I think when it comes to the environment, we've seen that that doesn't necessarily work. So I think what we're seeing today is a small subset of tech buyers are deciding what the best thing is, and voting with their dollars because they have the most dollars to do that. And I think that they are very intelligent with what they're doing and they have very good people making these decisions. Some of them have pretty big teams kind of putting this together. That being said, like it's going to be what they decide that survives. And so I think what we really need in this market, and they would agree, is some standardization, some government involvement. Ultimately, carbon removal is a public good. The only reason we're doing this is to reduce human suffering in the future. In a way, that should be taxpayers, that should be public. In the same way we pay to remove our trash, we should pay to remove our CO2 trash, which is just invisible, so we haven't had to pay for it. And so I don't know how the market solves this. That's sort of above my pay grade, but I strongly believe that we need a price on carbon, and because it's a public good, sort of the public should come together on this somehow. And I think the tech companies are doing great work, and without them, it would be a non existent market. So I'm like eternally grateful for what they're doing. But they're driving it to your question, like, where's the market going to go? It's going to be based on the buyers, right? Because my company won't survive unless we get purchasers because our model is reliant on that. And every carbon removal company is reliant on that because of financial additionality.